Well, I appreciate everybody coming this morning. Dale and Mike and myself, we're going to try to address environmental decommissioning and demolition from a contractor's, consultant, and owner standpoint. So I'd like to start our meeting with like a safety moment. We actually use firms that are called expediters, and they can bundle the permits and get the approvals for you quicker. So they don't actually do the permits, but you just give it to them and they know the right people to go see. All contractors have a health and safety plan, which includes all safety policies and procedures for their firm. A site-specific plan, which is your SS-HASP, is submitted to the owner before work is to begin. All parties included is their health and safety officer, a superintendent, a project manager, and the principal of the firm who will be responsible for the QA/QC, quality control and quality assurance. During the kickoff meeting, suggested to have a walk down of the project to be performed, since the person who estimated and bid the work may be different than the crew assigned to the project. You may have heard the term onboarding. So, and we just did that, and it was a totally separate crew that came on, and it was very helpful with the client to walk through the whole facility again. Yeah, this is like one of the slides that are kind of near and dear to me. Because it's something that a lot of companies don't actually spend the money to do, and I really feel that they should spend more time, performing this task. It's doing a regulated materials environmental assessment. We were working in a plant in New Jersey for a chemical client, and we weren't told there was two separate sites on site owned by two different companies that were involved in some remediation at the site. So it caused some concern from a health and safety standpoint. So in conclusion with this slide is a complete environmental assessment which covers the shown items before demolition is started will lead to a complete bid specification, which will result in a greater detailed work proposal from the contractor, which leads to less price variations among the proposals and will ultimately reduce any potential change orders for the owner. Also, if the plant is shut down, contact and coordination should be made with the local agencies so they're aware of potential chemicals and work conditions at the site. I know it's people say don't contact the local agencies, but we find if we contact fire and police agencies, let them know what we're doing at the site, and coordinate that with maybe the PR department for the owner, it's actually always been very successful for us. The last slide is record keeping and documentation. At the end of the work, the hired contractor should supply you with a complete package of manifest, logbooks, weight tickets, and other pertinent information for your records. Closeout package should include manifesting and documentation of all collected waste. Remember, you hear the expression cradle to grave. It's the owner's responsibility, and the contractor should keep all manifest copies to include in the closeout package. In addition, all salvage tickets and end disposition sites for any equipment that was sold throughout the project. Just because you give the project over to a contractor doesn't mean you should follow out where the end result is going to be of your equipment. The closeout package is important to a contractor because numerous projects are being asked to supply a payment performance bond, and owners are taking a retainage out of each invoice, sometimes up to 10%. So once the owner receives all their final documentation and punch list items are completed, the owner can release these final items. So I just kind of shared with you a little bit from a contractor perspective, which I find is important before you actually take the whole building down. Thank you for your time.